Oh, Stryfe. Okay, I was off by a good 10 years on the Mutant Liberation Front question. So, here's what we remember about Stryfe. Um, it was just it was a difficult time with like 7 X books coming out each week. Was Stryfe a clone of Cable created by someone? Let's just say Mr. Sinister, because Sinister was into making the clones. So now here's my interpretation of the origin of Cable. So Cable was the son of Scott Summers and Madelyne Pryor, not Jean Grey, because they had the baby before. Well, Jean Grey was still stuck in the Hudson River, right, in a cocoon that then the Fantastic Four found, and then that started the X Factor stuff. But in between, Scott somehow fell in love and even married Madelyne Pryor, who was a clone of Jean Grey, because she looked just like Jean Grey. I mean, this is a lot of soap opera stuff going on here. Everybody follow, right? And then Jean Grey became the Goblin Queen. That's the whole Inferno. Not Jean Grey, but Madelyne Pryor became the Goblin Queen in Inferno, and I don't know what happened to her after that. But, she was part of the X-Men in Australia, the Mark Silvestri runs, which were some of my favorites during that time. Nevertheless, Inferno didn't leave a lasting impression on me, even though it's a huge Omni and a lot of stuff apparently happened. I really don't know how that landed, because then you bring in Magic, Ileana, and as I said before, I wasn't a strong New Mutants reader. I'm going to try to rectify that sometime in life. But, back to Stryfe, right? So Baby Cable, again, Scott Summers and the clone of Jean Grey, Madelyne Pryor, that's the offspring, somehow gets catapulted into the future. I don't remember how. Something to do with Apocalypse? Initially, they just wanted the baby out of the way for the writing, I imagine, because we brought the editorial decision was to bring back Jean Grey, put Scott into X Factor. Who's taking care of the baby? Is the baby in the way? I don't know. Anyway, and there's this alien ship in X Factor too that then became like the Cable's computer that he would do the time slides, or did he only do the time slides in the cartoon, the animated series from the 90s? I don't remember anymore. This is what gets caught in my 46-year-old head. Okay. So Stryfe, Stryfe again. Okay, so Cable, catapulted to the future, although he was still raised by Scott Summers and Jean Grey, and somehow it's in a nice run that was illustrated by Gene Ha, so it's beautiful to look at. Called like Askani'son. I don't know. So that happens. This is such an insane story. And he's not even part of Deadpool. It's way before all the Deadpool stuff. So I can't remember who takes Cable into the future. And then Cable gets a techno-organic virus. That's what makes Cable Cable. That's what keeps his power down. That's why he's got all the he looks like a Borg, But somehow a clone of Cable is Stryfe, and Stryfe does not have the virus. But then they got him in a big old helmet. It's all Liefeld up, It's totally Liefeld stuff. It's nuts. This Cable was just a Liefeld guy with a big gun, and somebody else created something better from him, as most folks did from anything created by Liefeld. Sorry. What was I talking about? That, and then I think there's the what was the virus that was killing people? That was supposed to the Legacy virus, right? It was supposed to have killed Colossus. Colossus comes back later, of course. I mean, this is totally one life to live out here. I don't remember what happened to Stryfe. Did the legacy virus kill Stryfe? Yes, it did. I think it was the death of Stryfe that led to the legacy virus, and then that plot thread just kind of meandered for what felt like 20 years before something happened with it. So the books I'm referring to, and I got to stop and show you this. So we're talking about Stryfe, right? I got a few key books in the... Hey, here I didn't think I'd have anything to talk about, but I have to do it like this. So here are some original trades that I bought in the 90s, right? And they both have similar names, which are backwards because this is how I do it. But this is Extinction Agenda. There's the cable. You look at the... Yeah, this is his Techno-Organic Get Up back in the day. So this is so 90s. There's Cable and his big old arm. Now I don't think Stryfe is in this book, but we got some Liefeld action going on here with his run on the New Mutants, and that run can be found now in the Omnis. But this is the Epic Collection of New Mutants, Volume 7. I have 2 copies of these by mistake. You want one? I don't know. I mean, come on, Look at these. Look, what is that? Look at the legs. What? This is no. That's Shatterstar, right? So anywho, what am I looking for here? So I'm not seeing Stryfe in this one either, but I think it's X-Cutioner's song. And this is a printing from April 1994. That's how far back I go on those original trades. And I don't want a new one. Everything's kind of... There he is. There he is. There we go. There is Stryfe. All right, so, yeah, we can see his mouth and his jawline. I mean, this is supposed to be Cable's clone or something. Do we know that at the time? Did we learn that later? I don't know. Someone puts a helmet on. Here's a great line. Okay, comics out of context. Stab his eyes. What? This is so Liefeld stuff. Now, I don't know how to... So it's Apocalypse. Yeah, so Stryfe... Well, who is this? Did Stryfe have the eye thing too? I thought that was just Cable. But they both... Stryfe and Cable... Yeah, this is not Cable. Cable wouldn't have that smile. I don't know. I guess they both had the eye thing. But he's over here. He doesn't have the eye thing. A forever solitude brought on by you, father of pain, son of the morning... Oh, man. A lot of this just gives me a headache. This is all Stryfe all the time. Look at this. Come to me now. This is very, God, it's hard to read this without thinking of, like, Flash Gordon serials. You know, sees him. He's getting away. I mean, come on. What was... Come to me as... Huh? Okay, this is nuts. Now, this is not... This looks like Jim Lee's work. Sometimes maybe this has been Jim Lee all along. I could be wrong, but I mean, this... Probably. Now... I'm not going to get into the Jim Lee stuff. Oh, I'm sorry I keep looking downward. This is what happens when I read comic books. Yeah, that's totally Jim Lee. That's Jim Lee all over the place. Okay, so I'm sure there's some Liefeld stuff in this. I don't remember anymore. But anyway, that's Stryfe, and it ends with, this is that legacy virus stuff, right? Yeah, there it is. So, at the end of... Hey, I can't believe I was right. At the end of X-Cutioner's song, that's where we see the legacy virus and ends up killing people. But, oh, yeah. And here's your cheesecake shot of the day with, there you go. I keep noticing after I do these videos, if I'm just kind of flipping through a book, when I watch them, before I post them, I'm like, hey, there's some cheesecake. I should have stopped and acknowledged and said, yeah, you know, that's the cheesecake at the time. Okay, we're finally seeing the end of Stryfe or Cable. Yeah, okay, so it's Stryfe because there's Cable's artificial arm. So we're very much getting into the wrestling of it, and my computer tells me I need to stop because I can hear it. Anyway, that's X-Cutioner's song. Who knows? I would just go to town on that for a little while, but this is my vintage trade that I don't need another copy of it because, one, it's just the X-Cutioner song, and two, I don't need another copy of it.